This is IGN. The Supergirl global box office total reaches $100 million. Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, an independent retailer has launched a petition calling on Sony to reverse its decision to ditch discs in PlayStation consoles, garnering over 141,000 signatures so far. PNP Games, a Canadian independent video game retailer, launched the Change.org petition asking fans to join it in telling Sony to keep physical PlayStation games. At the time of recording, the petition had 141,815 signatures. Sony sparked a significant backlash last week for its decision to do away with video game discs on PlayStation consoles from 2028. Sony's heavily criticized announcement hit the mainstream with the likes of KFC, Domino's, and even celebrity comedians dunking on it. An IGN poll asking, "Do you support an all-digital gaming future?" suggests the vast majority of gamers are not in support of Sony's call here. Meanwhile, Sony has come under fire from some developers, publishers, and retailers, the latter of whom stand to lose out when new PlayStation games start coming out with just a download code in a box. Jade Pierce of PNP Games pointed to ownership and preservation issues and said Sony's decision will cost jobs. The comments on the petition are along the lines you'd expect, very much against Sony's anti-disc push. Will Sony reverse its decision? Will petitions like this one and all the online backlash have any impact at all? It seems unlikely. Sony's share price enjoyed a bump following the announcement, which suggests the market is in favor of it, unsurprising given it will in theory make the company more money. One analyst said fans of physical media had their chance and blew it, so there's no going back. If gamers and preservationists had bought more physical games, Sony wouldn't have seen the digital sales ratios that justify this decision, Robin Zhu, a games analyst at Bernstein, told the Financial Times. Supergirl has managed to inch past $100 million at the global box office, but its second weekend in theaters also saw it secure one of the biggest drops in superhero movie history. It's yet another disappointing update for the DCU following its sophomore installment's already rough opening weekend. Despite managing to reach $100.47 million globally, Supergirl, which stars Millie Alcock as its title character, only brought in $9.6 million domestically and $9.4 million internationally during its second weekend in theaters. That's down 74% from last weekend's $37.1 million domestic opening, and a crushing blow to Warner Brothers and DC. The decline lands it among other comic book movies with historically low second weekend drops, such as Joker Folie à Deux at 81%, Morbius at 74%, The Marvels at 78%, and The Flash at 72%. With the holiday weekend coming to a close, Supergirl's worldwide total now hovers just above $100 million, coming in fourth at the global box office behind Minions and Monsters in first, Toy Story 5 in second, and Young Washington in third. Supergirl was deemed a box office bomb when it debuted to a global total of $68 million following its June 26 premiere. The Warner Brothers superhero movie reportedly had a $170 million production budget and a $120 million marketing budget, suggesting the studio would need around $300 million just to break even. The film's theatrical run was previously projected to accumulate around $200 million, a number that would put it at a $100 million loss. But a 74% drop suggests the studio will have to fight tooth and nail just to reach even that goal. Despite Supergirl's position as the second installment in the DCU and a pivotal moment for DC Studios, a steep decline makes it seem as though things won't be looking up anytime soon. While Supergirl didn't meet our box office expectations, it's just one component of a broader long-term strategy at DC Studios that we remain confident in, DC Studios co-CEO Peter Safran told the New York Times following its disappointing opening weekend. While Superman kicked off the DCU with a bang, comic book movie fans are hoping Supergirl doesn't derail an otherwise promising cinematic universe. Up next on the movie side of things is the body horror offshoot Clayface, which is set with an October 2026 release date. Superman sequel Man of Tomorrow is currently scheduled to save the day in July 2027. For TV watchers, Lanterns is set to premiere in August. Alec Hawk will return in Man of Tomorrow, with Safran teasing that she'll play an important role in follow-up DCU projects. For more, you can check out IGN's 6 out of 10 Supergirl review. You can also read about some behind-the-scenes details that suggest creative differences between James Gunn and director Craig Gillespie impacted the final product. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.